They're not holding a confirmation hearing, they're holding a witch hunt. Pam Bondi was grilled, not about her record, but because she stood by Trump. And the left made it crystal clear. If you question the 2020 election or demand border security, they'll try to destroy you. Let's break down the truth they don't want you to hear.
Yes or no question. Do you have evidence, yes or no?
Senator, I was hoping you'd ask the question.
Do you have evidence, yes or no?
I traveled to Pennsylvania.
Do you have the evidence, yes or no?
Senator, to Pennsylvania.
Okay. You're not answering my question. If you have no evidence to offer, let me ask you this. Will you now retract your previous statements that Trump won Pennsylvania in the 2020 election, yes or no?
Oh, Senator, I traveled to Pennsylvania, and let me tell you what I saw firsthand.
Yes or no?
I didn't talk about California because I was not in California. I talked about...
Yes or no? Last time I'm going to ask.
I talked about Pennsylvania because
Mr.
I was
Chair,
there.
I'm going to move on because she's clearly not answering my questions. And I want to know, colleagues, for everybody, members of the committee and everybody watching, that the attorney who stood beside Mr. Giuliani was making very similar statements. And he has since been disbarred from multiple jurisdictions for making these false claims about the 2020 election in court. And like Mr. Giuliani, as you've noted today, you've taken an oath to uphold the Constitution just as an attorney. And now you're asking us to consider you to serve as the chief law enforcement officer in our country. So it's imperative, Ms. Bondi, that you subscribe to facts and evidence and not politically convenient conspiracy theories. Your job will be, your job will be to protect voters and election workers, not to undermine and dox them. Now, I know that earlier you agreed that Joe Biden is in fact president, but many of the president-elect's inner circle continue to spread the big lie about the 2020 election. Let me move on to a different topic.
Senator, you were speaking. May I speak? You cut me off when I was speaking. When I ask you the next question, you can speak, and I hope you answer, Ms. Bondi. Well, I'd like to answer the previous one, Senator.
When we met yesterday,
you pointed your finger at me and said you were speaking.
You did not seem to be familiar
let me answer my
with the
question. I'm not going to be bullied by you,
the
Senator
14th
Padilla.
Amendment of the United States of America, which was deeply disappointing.
I guess you didn't want to hear my answer about
today
Pennsylvania.
After I gave an opportunity to study overnight. So can you tell me and this committee what the Citizenship Clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I am confirmed as Attorney General...
You're the one asking for a confirmation
hey,
vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship. I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America. I didn't take your homework assignment. I'm sorry. I was preparing for today.
So on the 14th Amendment, now you've testified repeatedly to this committee that you will uphold the laws of this country and defend the Constitution of the United States. Do you believe birthright citizenship is the law of the land, and will you defend it regardless of a child born in the United States, regardless of their parents' immigration status?
Senator, I will study birthright citizenship. I would love to meet with you regarding birthright citizenship. Can I answer the question?
Serve as the Attorney General of the United States, and you still need to study the 14th Amendment of the Constitution? That is not helping me have more confidence in your ability to do this job. One other immigration-related question, I'll steer clear of the Constitution
I have one
and the
regarding
law.
that I'd like
Senator
to talk
Hirona
about.
asked you earlier, but I don't think you answered her question. Can you please tell us, do you agree with the statement that immigrants are, quote, poisoning the blood of our country, yes or no?
I did not say that.
I did not say that. You said that. I'm asking if you agree with it, yes or no.
I did not say that.
Do you agree with it, yes or no?
My great-grandparents are immigrants.
Do you agree with it, yes or no?
They came here from Sicily
Do you agree
through
with it,
Ellis
yes or
Island
no?
when they were teenagers.
Do you agree with it, yes or no?
Senator, let me answer the question.
Yes or no? It's
My
real simple.
great-grandparents came here, immigrated to this country from Sicily, recently went and found each of their birth certificates. We are a nation made up of immigrants. Do I believe immigrants are poisoning our country? No, Senator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I can't wait for the second round.
Welcome back to Jace Manhwa. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, And hit that notification bell so you never miss when we break down what's really happening in this country. Now, I just watched this so-called Senate hearing, and I have to tell you, the hypocrisy is off the charts. The senator opens by reminding everyone about the so-called convictions of Donald Trump. Not indictments, but convictions, as if that's supposed to prove anything more than how politicized our justice system has become. We all know what this is about: weaponizing the courts to take out a political opponent. That's not justice, that's lawfare. Then we see them go after Pam Bondi. And let's be clear, Pam Bondi is someone who has a record of fighting for the rule of law. But what does this senator do? He doesn't care about her qualifications, her experience as a prosecutor, or her ability to lead the Department of Justice. Instead, he keeps hammering her about the 2020 election. He wants a yes or no answer about so-called evidence of fraud. But he doesn't want to hear the truth, that millions of Americans had legitimate concerns about irregularities, late-night ballot dumps, and states changing election laws without legislatures approving it. What they want is for every Republican to bow down and say the 2020 election was perfect, no questions asked. But guess what? It wasn't. Even if you believe Biden won, the reality is that the process was a disaster in many states, and to this day, we're not allowed to talk about it without being smeared as liars or conspiracy theorists. That is not how free speech or accountability is supposed to work in America. Then he accuses Bondi of spreading the big lie. He even points out that Rudy Giuliani and others have been disbarred, as if that proves their claims were false. No, it proves the establishment will crush anyone who challenges their narrative. They don't want dissent, they don't want investigation, they want total compliance. It gets even worse when he brings up the 14th Amendment. Instead of actually having an honest discussion about birthright citizenship, he tries to quiz her like a student in a classroom. And when she doesn't answer the way he wants, he pretends that means she's unqualified. Birthright citizenship is one of the most controversial issues in this country. We're dealing with millions of illegal crossings at our border, hospitals overwhelmed, schools overcrowded, and taxpayer dollars stretched to the breaking point. And they want us to believe that anyone born here, regardless of how their parents came here, must automatically be a citizen? That's not just unsustainable, that's national suicide. And finally, the senator tries to smear her by asking if she agrees with some ridiculous statement that immigrants are poisoning the blood of the country. She flat out denies ever saying that, and she points to her own immigrant heritage. But you see what they're doing. They're trying to paint any Republican who wants border security as some kind of racist. It's the same tired playbook every single time. This hearing wasn't about vetting Pam Bondi. It was about attacking Trump, attacking anyone who supports him, and pushing the left's narrative that questioning elections or securing borders makes you unfit for office. That is dangerous, it is un-American, and it shows you exactly why we need strong patriots in positions of power, because the establishment is not going to stop until they silence every single one of us. If you're tired of the lies, if you want the truth, then stick with me here on Jace Manhwa. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it so more people can see what's really happening. Together, we're going to stand up for our Constitution, our freedom, and the America we know and love.